Okay, for this particular job, we're going to be needing a number of tools. First thing we need is a special tool to remove the fuel assembly housing. And this one is not made for most Mercedes brands. Some Mercedes use a clamp and a ring to hold it in. This one you're going to be needing a special tool. We're going to use some extensions and other tools. We're going to be needing a 10mm socket and extension and socket tool, and we're going to be needing a screwdriver to pull it. Also gloves because we're working with fuel, and we're also going to need a flathead screwdriver. All right, let's begin the project. Okay, so what we're looking at is below the seat. So let's remove this covering here first. So what we have here is the fuel pump, and over here is the fuel assembly. What we're looking at here is the access covers for your fuel pump, and this is the access cover for the assembly. This is what we call the transfer pump or level assembly, and the fuel assembly also in here. The car is not a P7, so there is no clamp, but we have to use a special tool to remove the fuel assembly or the level assembly from this side. But because of the nature of this video, we're going to be moving both sides because we need to run the hose from one side of the fuel pump to one side of the level assembly. These are 8mm fasteners that are used to hold in the lid for the fuel assembly and the fuel pump. So we're going to start over here. I've already loosened them. This one seemed to have some tampering, so as you see, it's coming off very easily. Okay, so normally you just use your 10mm. So I know I said 10, these were held in by 8mm. So we just use that now to open these. See, we have some tampering going on over here because this one is very loose, as I was explaining. Just gonna pull it off now. Alright guys, so what you can see that some tampering was going on with this particular level assembly. You can see fuel being leaked out right there inside of the assembly unit, and you can also see that somebody was trying to use some form of epoxy to prevent the fuel from leak. So to do this particular installation, we have to remove both the level assembly and the fuel pump, so we can run the lines from here through to the level assembly. So let's get right into it.
Okay, so we're going to remove the 4 bolts that are holding in the cover for the fuel pump.
Okay, in order to bleed the system, we're going to disconnect the harness right here, and then we're going to turn on the car, turn it off until the car turns off by itself, and then that bleeds the system of all fuel in the line. And then we can start by removing the fuel pump. So there's a clip right here, you just squeeze it in, pull it up, and that's how you remove it. Now we're going to be using the special tool that we have purchased now to remove the clamp. Now, as I said, with some versions of the W204 or W203 chassis, they're normally held in with a clamp. But for this one, it's a special tool that you're going to be requiring. Alright, so we just start the vehicle and allow it to shut off by itself. There we go. Then we're going to go back in now and basically remove the fuel pump. Also remove the cap to also allow the system to bleed. Okay, so in order to use a special tool that pulls the fuel cover cap, you first align it with the knobs, like that. Once you align it, then you use a screwdriver and then tighten these top bolts. These are normally also 10mm bolts, so if you have a 10mm socket, you can use it to tighten these bolts. Okay, once they're tightened in place, we're going to use the extension and my special tool here to loosen the clamp. They say work smarter now, not harder. So just gonna tighten it now. Tighten all three of them. So that this one has not been pulled. Hey. Alright guys, so I've been at this for about 20 minutes. It so happens that my BMW tool is just not gripping around any of the lock pins, so I guess my tool, as inexpensive as it is, and I thought it was a good enough tool, but it seems not to be locking into the teeth of the pump. So one of those things, guys. If you haven't subscribed, guys, please subscribe to the videos. One of these things that happens. Next videos we're gonna get this pull. You know what I mean? We always get things done, so we're gonna get it pull. So join me, guys, in the next video. We'll see how we get to change our fuel pump for W204. It's not working today. One of those things. Catch you guys in the next video.